Fragrance besties, do not fall for this hyped up TikTok fragrance until you watch this video. Hey fragrance besties, it's your fragrance bestie here with the glasses, stopping by with another video. And today we are going to be doing a side-by-side review of Amouage's Love Delight and its very hyped up and very popular dupe, Decadent Wonder by Maison Alhambra. Okay, that's what we're going to be talking about today. If this is your first time stumbling up on my video, welcome. I am C.Essence. I talk all things fragrance. We keep it light, we keep it fun, and we keep it relatable over here. So if you think that this is your vibe, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button down below. And also turn them notifications on so you're notified every time I upload a new video. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the new fragrance, okay? So the one that I purchased is Decadent Wonder. Yes, and as you can see, it is reminiscent of the Amouage Love Delight bottle. It's the ceramic bottle. It's resembling the top and all the things. Okay, so we're starting there, and so the presentation is giving what it should be giving. Okay, just trying to get that to focus in for you all so you can catch that name and see that bottle, because it's all about presentation. Now, let me be transparent with you all. I do not own Love Delight. I have had a decant of Love Delight and I have had samples. So I'm pretty aware of how it performs and how it smells and all the things, okay? But I just don't have this particular, the OG. I'm not ready to pull that trigger. So when they stated that this was supposed to be a spot on dupe of the Love Delight, I says, let me try it. Now, another transparent moment. I usually don't purchase the dupes, dupes of the OGs. I'm an OG girl. I'm just that person. Nothing wrong if you purchase dupes. Everybody does what everybody needs to do for themselves. For me, I just prefer the OGs because I have been disappointed in what people say are the dupes. So I do better with just having the OGs. We all have different preferences, different likes, different budgets, different everything. So it's okay if you purchase the dupes. It's okay if you purchase the OGs. It's just all in preference, okay? So I just wanted to be transparent, but I had to get this one because the hype was hyping on this, okay? So I needed to see if this is really giving what they say it gives, okay? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the side-by-side review on this one with the sample that I have here of the Amouage Love Delight, okay? So I purchased this from one of my fragrance stores, my local fragrance stores here, and so I always go in there and get samples of Love Delight. So they know I like this one, so he gives them to me at a good deal. So I will purchase these from time to time. So that's how I know how Love Delight should perform and all the things. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into this one, and I'm going to go ahead and spray the Decadent Wonder first, and then we will get into the review on that. Okay, hold on. I dropped my phone and I have some notes that I needed to make sure that I pointed out on this particular fragrance. Anywho, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray this, and also I've worn this for about 3 days straight in a row, and I can tell you all now, I'm pleased with it. I can't fake the funk. I'm pleased with this particular dupe. So I've sprayed it now. Right off the bat, I'm getting warm and I'm getting cozy. That's what I'm getting as soon as I sprayed the Decadent Wonder. So the Decadent Wonder has the notes of ginger, cinnamon, mandarin, rose water. There's the middle notes of jasmine, rose, heliotrope, and the base notes are vanilla, cocoa, rum, and cypriol. Okay, Very similar to the OG. Now, what I will tell you on the dupe is it's not as harsh and screechy. To me, the OG has a screechy note when it comes out, and I don't know what that is, but to me, it's something harsh that comes out when you first spray it. I don't get that from the dupe. It's softer. It's not as screechy. I do smell the jasmine. I smell the florals as it comes out. Once it dries down, it gives you a creamy dry down, cozy, but it's not as complex to me as the OG. Now, this one has some booze in it. It has that rum in it. But what I've noticed is in the dry down, I don't get that boozy vibe from the dupe. Not in the dupe. I don't get the boozy vibe. However, when it dries down, I do get that cozy, that richness, that creaminess that you can kind of get in the OG. So for that, the dry down gives me some similarities. So I'm gonna go ahead. Smells really, really good and very close. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna spray my sample of the OG, and we're going to get into that. Okay, so there's that harsh note that comes out. Then I start smelling some of the rose, because in the dupe, I don't smell the rose like I smell the rose in the OG. So it gives me two different vibes when it comes out, but they are similar. So let me say that they have a good amount of the same DNA, but one comes out a little harsher than the other, and then the other also comes out with more of the rose note that I can't get in that dupe. Okay, I smell the jasmine. I do smell the white florals in here. And I will say, because I have worn this one, and I've also worn the OG. The OG in the dry down, I do get more, like I said, of that boozy note, that real coziness. This one gives that. Now, side by side in the dry down, you cannot tell a difference. At least I cannot tell a difference in which is which. I just can't. Coming out the gate, I can tell a difference because of that harsh note that comes out from the OG. The dupe does not have that harsh note, so that's how I can tell when they're coming out the gate which is which, because one is softer than the other. But in the dry down, they, they are neck and neck. I promise you, they are very, very close. And if somebody can tell the difference, they are definitely a Amouage Love Delight person. I can't tell the difference. So I will say that. Now, also on the dupe, the projection, the sillage, the longevity, it beats the OG. I'm sorry, y'all. It beats the OG. It does. The dupe gave me 10 hours. I had to shower it off. Now, I'm not saying that it was beast mode 10 hours later, but what I am telling you is 10 hours later, I could smell the scent and I knew what the scent was. Like, it's not one of them like, what did I put on today? No, I knew exactly what it was because it was still prominent. Not beast mode, but prominent. So I had to shower it off, and that was the dupe. So hands down, it's beating the longevity of the OG. The OG, I get about 5.5 hours max, and then I have to top off. Listen, I'm just here. I'm just here telling you what I gotta tell you. I'm just giving the people what they asked for. Okay. But the dupe is duping. It's duping. And normally I am always disappointed in the dupe. And I'm always disappointed in a dupe. The dupe is duping. Listen. Yo girl, right here. $33. $33. I will get Amouage Love Delight later. But right now, she gonna serve as my Love Delight. I don't know what else to say. Hands down, she's a 9 out of 10. She made her way on the vanity. She did. She's on the vanity. Love Delight is still on the shelf in the store, but she's on the vanity. When I'm ready to pull that price tag, I may get that one, or I may take that and buy another fragrance that's truly on my list, well ahead of the Love Delight. But right now, she's gonna be able to serve as my scratch for Love Delight. I'm not looking to buy Love Delight right now. I'm gonna get a little bit more use out of her, and we're gonna get to know each other really well this winter. But when I tell you I've worn it for 3 days straight, and my dent is probably here, and I just received her last week, so I've been wearing it. So me and Decadent Wonder, we hanging out. So if you are on the fence about Decadent Wonder, I hope that this review kind of helps you on that journey of should you or should you not. Is it really close to it? It is. I'm going to tell you, it's about 95% Love Delight all the way. No lie to tell you. So I'll tell you, if you can, get your nose on this. Get a decant, get a sample, whatever you need to do before you pull the trigger on the OG, only if you're on the fence about it. If you're not on the fence about it and you're going to buy which one you're going to buy, then hey, that's great. But if you're on the fence and you just want to get a smell, or even if you're on the fence, listen, if you blind buy this and don't like it, it's $33. So it's not like it's the $395 at retail price or whatever the other discounted websites have it as, but it's $33. So think about it. But that's what I wanted to stop by and talk to you all about today. Again, if you found this video helpful, go ahead and like and subscribe below.